Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a soul connection reading today. And so this one is going to focus on your person. And this is going to be a person that you are obviously in some sort of a separation or no contact state, maybe even a challenge currently. And this person has repeatedly pulled away from you, and they have just, maybe they've even ghosted you, and you're maybe unsure why. And so we're really going to dive into what this person's fears are when it comes to opening their hearts up to you and letting you love them. So I know that a lot of people are in that kind of that kind of situation. And so I just felt guided this morning to really focus on that. So as usual, everything that I'm using will be listed down below. If there are any of the decks that I've created, they will be available in my Etsy store. But if you guys are international, please email me and I'll send you a special link. And this Organite that we're using today is a new one for me. This is the Dragon Organite. Now, my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell, who's the one that's created this, she creates these and they're just amazing. So they look like little bars of soap, but I really like them because you can set them up like this. You know what I mean? I've got a purple, I've got a fuchsia, and this green. And so dragons to me are our fears, things that scare us. And so that's why I felt like I really wanted to tap into this energy today. So I'll put this down below where you guys can get that. But let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on why is this person so afraid of letting you in, letting you love them? Why are they so afraid of this love, this connection perhaps? So I went ahead and sat here and I pulled these three decks together. We've got Claire Story cards as well as the San Souci cards from Nadine Brennenstein. And I know I'm not saying her name right. And then we've got the, I always forget, Crystal Visions Tarot. So I just felt like this little combination worked really well when it came to figuring out what this person's fears are when it comes to this love, this connection with you. So I wanted to grab three cards from each deck. Let's see what comes through. We have environment and publicity. So what I am getting immediately, no shocker here, this person is actually afraid of what other people are going to think. Now, this just came up in my weekly reading on Monday. Dealing with someone who is very much into what other people are going to think about them, maybe about their choice in you. And this is not to shame you, but there could be something about you that maybe is a little bit different, or maybe it's different than what their family or friends envision them, you know, who they envision them to be with. I think my camera just shifted. Hold on for a second, you guys. Let me just, maybe I'm crazy and that didn't happen. Hold on. I got to get rid of this pop-up. Okay. So that's the deal. This person might feel a little just apprehensive when it comes to the way that their image is going to look when it comes to partnering up with you. You could look different. Like I said, you guys could be from a different, you know, like a cultural background, different race, things like that. There could be something about your personality that is really great, but their family and their friends might think otherwise. And it might be that there's something about you that you're very honest, you're very open, you're very true to yourself, and they have not been able to do that their entire lives. They've been very stifled, they've been very programmed, and so you go against that grain. And that might be something that they really admire about you, but that's something that they have not been able to do in this life, and so that's something that really triggers them. So I'm immediately getting that. All right, next card. Wow. We have work on the relationship. So I feel like either your person is either anti-relationship or they don't really know how to work on a relationship or even be in a relationship. This could be a real issue for this person. They might have been, let's just say, terminal bachelorette their entire lives. Maybe they've just been kind of in and out of relationships. They haven't really let anybody in. They've just been kind of on the edge with people. And so this, of course, is something that is difficult when you meet someone and you feel like maybe you can connect and go down that road with them. But at the same time, you're just not sure if you have what it takes to actually sustain a relationship. So they're afraid to do work on a relationship. They might even be afraid to do work on this relationship because there's been too much damage. Last card, they're afraid of true love. Look at that. They're really afraid of this. Could be energy between you and them that feels true, that feels divine, that feels special, that feels connected. They're afraid of that. They're afraid of truly loving someone. That is what I see here. They're really afraid of truly loving someone. And obviously that is you, because we're very focused on why they are so afraid of you and this connection. So we're going to go into these cards, just kind of clarify, build some layers here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another message that goes with environment and publicity. We have the straw bale, tackling important problems and not dwelling on trifles. It says in an uneventful and contentless phase of life, someone is cheating you. Okay, so I'm going to have to get tarot, I think, to really clarify these messages. But I mean, whatever this is definitely an issue. Okay, there's issues for them when it comes to their environment. There's issues with them when it comes to tackling something. So again, this could be that there is a real challenge here. There's a real difficulty. We also have contentless. I feel like your person is contentless. They're not content. They're not content in this energy of trying to please everybody else and not pleasing themselves. So there's a real struggle is what I'm seeing for your person. That doesn't make them happy deep down inside. Work on the relationship. We have Little Red Riding Hood. Naivety, caution against strangers, being persuaded too quickly, ignoring warnings, getting wrapped up around the finger, fear of being rude. Interesting. So this is telling me here that this person fears getting caught up in a relationship. They fear getting caught up in a relationship with you and perhaps losing themselves. Also, we have fear of being rude. Maybe they fear that they're just don't have what it takes in order to, work on a relationship. Maybe they fear that they're just going to end up being rude and hurting you with the things that they say. So that is interesting. Let's see how many times I can say interesting in this reading. All right, true love. The lavender field. Wow, this is gorgeous. Lavender is like my favorite scent ever. Freedom, feeling blissful, delight for the senses, standing on the sunny side of life, and happy event, beautiful events, spices and herbs, healthy lifestyle. Look at this. This lavender field, that's where they feel this energy of true love. They really, really want to open themselves up to it, but they're not letting themselves open themselves up to it. That's where they feel blissful. That's where they feel free to love you. There's this field that they look out into where they think about what it would be like to be with you, but they're not allowing themselves to be with you. That is the story I'm getting here. So let's clarify with some tarot now. So we've already established that your person cares about what other people think, family members, friends, society. And this is a real burden for them with the straw bale. This right here is they're afraid to get caught up working on a relationship, maybe with you, other people. So maybe they stay away from relationships. They also fear that their attitude stinks and that they're just going to end up being rude and hurting you. And then now I have this true love, this lavender field, which is, it is with them. It is a part of them to feel this connection with you, but they're afraid. And it's like it's out there in the distance. It's not something that they're allowing themselves to participate in right now or currently. So let's clarify. Oops. Just took the time to make all those nice and pretty, and then I just made it down. Okay. Let's clarify this environment and publicity with this stress and trouble. We have strength. Wow. So this is going to require a lot of courage and strength for this person to get over this issue. Doesn't mean they can't. Doesn't mean they will. It just means that it is going to require them to go deeply within themselves in order to be strong enough to say, I don't care. I don't care what my family thinks. I don't care what society thinks. I don't care about this image that I'm trying to build, this image of whatever this is, success, the perfect life, the way things look. This person is really going to have to go deeply within themselves to conjure up the strength to be able to choose what makes them happy rather than what's going to make everybody else happy. But this is a real struggle for this person right now. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a real struggle for them. So work on in the relationship and Little Red Riding Hood. So what about Little Red Riding Hood? Little Red Riding Hood is the big bad wolf. Remember? The King of Pentacles. The big bad wolf. What I just got when I just flipped over this card is there could be a significant male figure in their life, or masculine, I should say, because a king can be a woman as well. But I feel like there could be a masculine energy, a very dominant energy in their life that basically has kind of showcased to them what life should be like. So they kind of, in a way, still have this in their psyche when they try to move forward. We also have this energy of the big bad wolf. They're afraid of getting hurt. There could be some authority figure in their life that has hurt them or that has made them feel less than. And so they feel like they cannot please anyone. And that's going to include you. They feel like they can't please you. They feel like they can't please anyone by being in a relationship. They don't have what it takes. They're a failure at connections. That's what I'm literally getting with this person. So there's someone in their life that has influenced them. I'm getting in a negative. That's what I'm getting here. It's a negative. It's not a positive. So it could be a father figure. It could be just an authority figure of some life, boss, older sibling, something like, even a friend. It could even be a relationship, a particular relationship that they've had in the past. And so because they were not able to work through that relationship, and it could have been just a complete and utter, it just went into shambles, whether it was by their own hand or the other person's hand, I do feel like they don't have what it takes in order to be in a relationship. And so that's why they don't participate in this connection with you, because they don't feel like they can. They feel like a failure. They feel like they don't have what it takes. So they just give up. Okay? And true love. Wow, Four of Pentacles. So what do? Instead of opening themselves up to this true love, instead of opening themselves up to this lavender field, because in this lavender field, we have freedom. We have freedom from all this bullshit. In this lavender field, there's delight of the senses, a happy life. They hold on to what is familiar to them. And what is familiar to them? We have Four of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles voice in their head. This situation, this experience with this King of Pentacles. I can't. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. So that is what we have. We have somebody at this particular time that is not able to release or let go of these belief systems. They're unable to see themselves in this true love energy with you. They may want that, but it doesn't mean that they are strong enough at this time to open themselves up to it. So that is what your person is so afraid of. They're so afraid of failure. They're so afraid of either this judgment or this experience that they had repeating itself again in their adult life or just their life moving forward. And they're afraid to let go of this false sense of security that they're just never going to either be in a relationship or that they just are who they are. They're just too damaged. They're too broken. And they don't have what it takes to fight that. But the fact that the Strength card is here tells me that this person may be working on it right now. That's what I'm seeing here. They might be working on it right now, which is good. So why don't we go ahead and take a look and see how your person sees you and views you at this particular time, okay? So what are their energies when they think about this connection? We're going to go into the begin, I think it's called Begin Within, and this is the Divine Partnership Oracle. We're going to tap into my Twin Flame Journey Oracle and my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. When this person thinks about you and this connection, what does this energy look like? What are the things that come up in their headspace or their memories? Okay, we have enticement. So there is something that is enticing about you. So that's why the true love card was here, is because there is something that they're attracted to. So when they do think about you, they are enticed to perhaps become stronger, to be a better person, you know, to fight against all of these things that have been placed upon them or that they've placed upon themselves. So there is desire when they do think about you. But we do have victim. And so this is telling me here that they still feel bound by this either old experience or just by their own hand. They feel victimized or they feel like they can't move. I'm also getting that they don't want to hurt you. They feel like they're damaged. It's like they know that they're damaged, so they hold themselves back from other people, including you. They don't want to hurt you either again or at all. Yeah, see, look at this. 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. They are enticed by 10 of Cups energy with you. They perhaps think about you being the one, the true love of their life. But they are afraid that they are going to either hurt you again, or they don't want to get tied up or wrapped up or bound because they are afraid. That's just what I'm saying. I'm getting two things. They are afraid of getting hurt and they're afraid of being happy. That's it. So when this person feels your energy in their heart space, what does this look like? How are they moved emotionally or affected emotionally by you in this connection? We have masculine, so it could be that you're dealing with the masculine energy. It could also really conjure up that feeling of masculine. Masculine might feel like they need to do something, that they need to take action, that they need to take care of. And we already know that this person has insecurities around the King of Pentacles, which is being a provider, being a stable partner. So that's what I'm getting here, is like when in their heart, they might feel like they can't do that. They might feel like they're a failure. We have spring. So there could be something right now in regards to something that's growing, something that is starting to blossom. The Leo card to me is the Strength card is represented by Leo. Leo is a fire sign. Fire is masculine energy. So this really tells me here that maybe perhaps, because I did say that I feel like this person may be trying to currently improve themselves. I feel like there's some sort of blossoming with their masculine side, taking control, taking action on this, breaking free from those ropes or those chains that are binding them. So in their heart space, it could be that they are trying to improve themselves because of you or for you. And now I have a Page of Cups, a message of love. This person has love in their heart for you. I feel like if they could reach out to you, they would tell you these wonderful, beautiful things, that you are their true love, that you are that person that they love, but they just don't feel like they can reach out to you at this particular time, but they may want to, and it is in their heart space. So what is the energy of the physical world? So when it comes to their environment, what affects them when it comes to you in this connection? Cosmic energy or synergy. I feel like something's going on right now where they're trying to either create something or they're connecting with the cosmos. They're connecting with their spiritual side. So this might be where some of that growth is coming from. Soulmate. Wow. Okay. So we already know, you guys, with that true love energy. Now we have soulmate, and they are in their heart space when it comes to you. So I feel like right now they might be going through some sort of a energetic shift or spiritual awakening, and they're really starting to open up to love. They're really starting to see perhaps how they're connected to just life in general and all the people that they've connected to so far, and you're one of those people. So again, their environment and what's happening in their life right now is causing them to look at a soulmate energy, and you already came up as true love for them. I feel like certain experiences that they're having right now are pointing back to this connection. So it could be why they are starting to work on themselves. Maybe they're wanting to return. Maybe they're wanting to come back. Maybe they're wanting to do something. Doesn't mean they will, but that's happening. Wow, and we have the Hierophant's energy. I mean, spiritual advisement. They're being spiritually advised right now. They're connecting with their spiritual side. I feel like this person is had some sort of spiritual transformation. They might be into some sort of a philosophy. They might be into some sort of spiritual practice right now that is really getting them connected to themselves. And now they're starting to feel all this cosmic energy around them. And you're included in that. They're thinking a lot about this connection because of their experiences that they're having right now in the physical world. And the Hierophant, of course, is all about values, traditions. This is also about our belief systems. I do feel like this person's belief systems have affected your connection. Obviously, we've just seen this. But it's also about spiritual connections, you guys. Higher soulmates, twin flames. So I feel like they're starting to kind of connect the dots back to you. All right, last message. What is their overall energy? Overall energy on a deep soul level that they feel with you. Clear your mind. Look, do you see that guy? It's almost like maybe perhaps that could be some kind of a philosophy that they're into, Eastern philosophy, trying to clear their mind, trying to really just reset themselves. That could be it. Dark night of the soul. So they could be going through a dark night of the soul right now. They could be. And so that's why they're trying to clear their mind. They're trying to meditate. They're trying to go within themselves. Maybe some of them are doing shadow work right now. We have 10 of Wands, trying to let go of any heavy burdens. So when it comes to you, they do feel burdened by the connection. As much as they may feel in their heart space towards you, as much as they may truly love you, but they're not communicating that, they do feel a heaviness with your connection because there could have been something that went down. And this is a burden that they have maybe not been able to clear with you. So you're dealing with somebody who maybe something had happened between the two of you, yet they have not made amends. They have not returned. They have not apologized. You guys have not had an opportunity to clear the air. So they've been going through some sort of a dark night of the soul, and it's been a burden, but they're trying to close out this cycle. They're trying to clear their mind to figure out what they want to do moving forward with you, perhaps. So that is their energy right now with you. So let's take a look and see what is their unspoken truth, okay? What is their unspoken or untold truth to you? So we're going to go into the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. And we're also going to pull in these, which are the Island Time Wellness cards, and my Twin Flame Journey Messages number 2. So when it comes to this untold truth, what does this person want to express to you? Because we already know that they want to bring you a message. Well, let's see what might be affecting this or what they would say. Okay, they are conflicted. Okay, they are conflicted right now. So their behavior is inconsistent. We do have an energy of hoping, though, waiting, expecting, and maybe waiting for the perfect time to manifest something. And we have trapped, but again, they feel trapped. Remember that victim card with the hands that were bound? They feel like trapped and conflicted, but at the same time, they might be full of hope. So let's go ahead and get the words here. You still take my breath away. So what I'm seeing here, you guys, is that this person still feels conflicted because you still affect them. They still look at you. You still take their breath away. They still feel something when they see you or think about you, however that, transpires. So let's get another card to clarify that information. We have date. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that you still take their breath away enough to where they would want to actually come together with you and date you and be with you. That's what I'm getting here, be in a relationship perhaps with you. So there's definitely this feeling here where they feel conflicted because they still are interested in you. You still take their breath away, but we have inconsistency as in they would have to make a lot of different decisions in order for this to happen. And that's just not happening right now, as we can see. So now we have hoping, waiting, expecting, and manifesting. Maybe they're waiting for better timing. Maybe they're waiting for something to shift and change within them. Maybe they're waiting for you to make contact with them. I just want you to be happy. So this is really beautiful, because at the end of the day, your person just wants you to be happy. They don't want you to live a life in misery without them. They really don't. And especially if this person has gotten into some sort of spirituality, it could be that they're learning to forgive themselves, and they're learning to just see things from a whole new perspective. And so this puts them in a state of wanting you to be happy, even if it's not with them. So they may wish to be happy with you. They may want to be happy with you, but maybe you have moved on with your life, or maybe you're thinking of moving on with your life because you can no longer wait on them. You can no longer wait on them. It's like waiting on them and hoping for them to return could feel like it would take a miracle. And so they just want you to be happy, though. At the end of the day, that's what they hope for you, even if it can't be with them. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. See? Cassette. So this is talking about outdated thinking. This is talking about conditioning, replaying events over in your head. This person does think about you a lot. They replay a lot of things with you. But at the end of the day, with whatever has happened here, they would rather you be happy even if it can't be with them. So like I said, it's a very beautiful energy. And now we have trapped. See, it's really hard for me to open up. I feel trapped still. I feel stuck. I feel tied down. I feel captive by my own crap. I feel captive by my own energy, by society. I'm still working through becoming stronger to break those chains. But it is hard for them to open up still. So they want you to know that they still feel trapped. They still feel this conflict. We have the dragonfly. Be light-hearted. Finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. I see the dragonfly as spiritual enlightenment. That's how I see the dragonflies. So that absolutely tells me that through their new belief systems, through their adopting a new attitude, they're learning to open up. But this is a process. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight, you guys. So if you're sitting around and you're waiting, it might be best to just put your energy into something else that does make you happy, because at the end of the day, this person does want you to feel happy. That's what I see here. So that is the energy of the untold truth towards you and this connection right now. It's a little bittersweet, but I still like that energy. So let's see what their darkness looks like. We already saw that they're going through a dark night of the soul. Let's take a look at it. What's going on with this dark night of the soul? What better to do than to go into my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot? That's why I created Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. This really helps us to see how people are experiencing their Dark Night of the Soul, what's coming up for them. And what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and combine them with my Twin Flame Journey Shadows, as well as Truth Rising from Fire Witch Tarot. So let's get into it. I want to get some topics first with these cards. We have past life karma. So I feel like your person is getting a dose of karma from the past, not only from their past life, but the past in this life. So it's pretty heavy. It's a heavy energy for them. That's what I'm seeing. It's very heavy energy for them. So let me get another topic. We have red flags. So all kinds of red flags could be coming up for them right now. Things that maybe they didn't see before, warnings, things feel off. And we have luck. Your luck is about to change. So I love that we have this beautiful card right at the end of all that. All right, so let's get the direct shadow here. Past life karma. We have walking away. Things that they've walked away from, what I'm getting here from Spirit, they can't walk away from them. They have to face them. That's why they're going through a dark night of the soul right now. Spirit won't allow them to walk away from it, to abandon it, because there's something that needs to be balanced. There's something that needs to be learned. The lesson has not been obtained yet. They have not completed this cycle. They're going to have to redo it until they get it right. Yep, look at that. Tower, the end times. I feel like in this particular life, they really, really have to get it figured out. I'm also getting something in regards to what's happening right now in the world. Not that this is the end times, but there is some sort of an energy of, wow, like life is never going to be the same after this point. It feels like the end times, right? The end of old ways. There is something about what's happening right now that's really affecting your person very dramatically. It's really forcing them to have to take a good look of everything that they've walked away from, everything that they've abandoned. That includes you. So they're really in their thoughts, their head space, and their heart space when it comes to these things of the past. So some pretty heavy duty energy going on here. The Tower is also a card of destruction, tearing down the old and reemerging into a new you. I do feel like maybe they have decided to walk away from something, a belief system, some sort of maybe even a partner, if they did have a partner, some way of living, some way of life. Maybe they've disconnected from family and friends, their job, their career, whatever this is a major transformation. And so the residual energy is still there. The programming is still a part of them, and that's what they're struggling with, but they're wanting to get out of old programming. So I actually really see that your person does want to change for the better. That's a really good thing. So let's now take a look at this red flags. So the red flags, kind of like, I didn't see the red flags before. I didn't see either me having these issues. I didn't see myself in this way, but now I do. Or I didn't see that this particular life that I've chosen, or these people that I spend time with, I didn't see the red flags before, but now I'm starting to see them. Why is this person seeing these things? Because they are in a different state of mind. They have cleared their mind. They have gotten quiet within themselves. They've either gotten spiritual, or whatever is happening here. It's opening their eyes up to see all of these red flags that they did not see before. You see things in a whole new way when you decide to change your vibration. We have Two of Decay, Two of Pentacles, wavering back and forth. So again, they're still kind of doing the, back and forth energy. They're still trying to figure that out. I forgot to get this card, which was the second choice, but let me just get it. There we go. Power. Okay, so what was the card? Strength. Strength is all about power. Strength is all about moving forward in a really, just a powerful fashion. I do feel like your person is kind of wavering back and forth whether or not they have what it takes to completely make a jump, if they have not completely made a jump yet. They're not sure if they're going to be able to survive. They're not sure if they're going to be able to be okay on their own. So I feel like there's something that they're teeter-tottering on right now with the Two of Pentacles energy going back and forth. They're not sure if they've got what it takes to do something. This, of course, could be maybe some kind of a decision that they're making with you as well. Kind of like, do I come forward? Do I have the strength and courage to face what I've done? They're not sure, so they're kind of going back and forth. The red flags may be that maybe you won't forgive them, maybe you won't speak to them, maybe you're not available, whatever. But there's some kind of teetering back and forth with their energy. They're not sure if they have the power to do something. But then we have luck. Your luck is about to change. Your person's luck is about to change. That's fantastic. And I feel like it's a reward because of all the work that they've been doing on themselves. We have vengeful. So when it comes to vengeful energy, when it comes to perhaps maybe other people being angry and upset with them because of the things that they have done, I feel like something is about ready to change. Ten of Decay, pipe dreams. So tens to me are completion, and they already got the 10 of Wands, which is they are trying to complete something. Pipe dream is about what we thought we wanted didn't turn out to be what we thought. So I feel like your person, instead of being angry that maybe they have gone down a particular road that didn't end up the way that they wanted, they're willing to tear down old dreams, old ways of thinking, shift their perceptions, and go into a new energy. And when they do this, they're going to start building their life on this beautiful luck, this beautiful heart energy. Because I see green as heart. I also see green as a color of healing, and I see it prosperity and perhaps what they want. So their dreams were pipe dreams before. But now that they have teared down an old paradigm within themselves, they're able to rise up from the ashes like that phoenix rising, and emerge into a new self. And so when they do this, they've got a whole new set of dreams that are ahead of them. They have a whole way of thinking, a whole new life that's ahead of them. So this old way of trying to fight so hard to make things happen, that hasn't worked out for them so well. But now they're starting to shift into a new perception. The old is dying and a new is going to emerge. So do you see how there's endings here, you guys, with that end times and the end of pipe dreams, walking away from things that no longer serve? So I feel like up to this point, your person has had a lot of karma that they've dealt with, a lot of karmic lessons. And that's why they're in that dark night of the soul right now, is because they're really going through something, because this is creating a major shift and transformation in their life. And it's absolutely necessary. And I'm also getting that it could have also been a part of their spiritual growth and their healing for you, if this resonates with you, to get into this vengeful energy and cut their ass out. This also was an awakening, a huge wake-up call for this person, because that you were a very important figure in their life to do this. You were somebody very important to them, that maybe they felt like, wow, you know what? You were such a beautiful energy, but when they pushed you too far, you got into this vengeful state. And for you to turn on them makes them also feel alone in the world. And so this is a part of their dark night of the soul spiritual awakening. So that is what I'm getting. But the fact that we have your luck is about ready to change, your person's luck is about ready to change. It's about ready to improve. They're coming out of this dark night of the soul. So that is what their dark night of the soul looks like, you guys. So I hope that resonates with you. So let's take a look and get the energies here of, let's see, okay, yeah, let's go into this Twin Flame Hunger deck. This is from Fire Witch Tarot as well, and Love and Lust cards by her too. Let's see what their innermost desires are towards you at this time. Like, what are their deep, dark desires? So this could be positive, this could be negative, whatever this is, let's get into it. Let's just see what is really like deep down. Even though we've already tapped into the untold energies, the untold truths of your person, this is a little bit of a deeper layer here. We're really going into some of that darkness, okay? Because we just got off of their darkness and their dark night of the soul. Let's go ahead and connect it back to you and see what this has brought up for them in their dark night of the soul. So during their dark night of the soul, what does their energy look like connected to you? When they think about you. Wow, look at that, you guys. I am ready for you. So this is conflicting, because we can see right now that your person is really struggling to come forward. They're really struggling to be ready for you in this connection. But this is something in them that makes them feel like they are ready for you, that they're maybe wanting to make contact with you. So this shadow work, or this dark night of the soul, brings this up. There's something about your confident, it does say sexual energy, that lures them in. It says your sassy, witty, humorous attitude entertains them, which is them. Keep being yourself. You're being admired. Your person admires okay, this is what I got from the very beginning of this reading. There's something about you that your person wishes that they had for themselves. You're very unapologetically yourself. You're very confident. You're who you are. And you don't downplay for other people. This is something that this person has had to do their entire lives. And so there's something very alluring about you. There's something where they look at you and they're just like, wow, that's really cool. I really admire that. But at the same time, you've triggered them because they have been programmed to judge people like you. But literally, they are you. They are you. They're very much like you. So that's who they truly are. And that's why they connect with you so deeply, is because you remind them of who they really are. But they've been hiding from who they really are their entire lives. So of course, when they come together with you, they're going to run like hell. They're going to run for the hills. So now that they're facing all of these fears, now that they're going through all this darkness, you're coming up again because you're part of that, but you're also part of their healing too. It's so beautiful. All right, what about their heart space, their emotions? You feed me in ways no one else could. See? So there's something very significant about your energy only that feeds them in ways that no one else can or did in the past. So they may have tried to replace you. They may have gone into other situations. Hasn't quite fed them the same way. So this is talking about, this card is here to tell you that your person loves it when you're in control. It says they like to be told what to do. Don't feel bad. It's their secret fetish. This person loves how dominant you are. This person loves something about you being in control. I'm not just getting sexually, but I'm getting very much like you're in control of your life. You're in control of who you are, and it turns them on. They're secretly admiring you because of this energy. It's pretty amazing. What about physical world? Physical sensations. We have watch what you say. Okay. It says there are sexual parts of you that only exist when that special person is around. Something about them that knows how to unleash the passion, erotic beast within you that makes you feel oh so very alive. You crave it, they want it. So there is something about you and this person that activate each other in ways that no one else does. It's very significant. It affects them physically. I feel like if there's certain things that you're saying, it's literally activating them on a sexual level. They're feeling you. See, they're craving it. They want it. There's something that you're saying, perhaps. Maybe you're having some sort of telepathic communication. You are saying things out loud. Maybe you're saying something on some sort of platform and they're picking up on this. Whatever it is literally activating them. It's causing them to feel like they want to come towards you. There's something that wants to be unleashed. It's very passionate. So that might be why they're ready for you, is because you're activating something by doing something or saying something in your everyday life, whether it is directed towards them, whether you're saying it to yourself, whether you're writing it down, whatever's happening here, you're saying or doing something that's bringing up this physical sensation within them that causes them to feel somewhat passionate and somewhat, I don't want to say out of control, but it's like, it's pretty intense. Okay. So what is the overall energy? Extraterrestrial to an unhealthy extent. Okay, I do feel like your person at this point, when it comes to their deep, dark desires with you, there's something that has gotten to an unhealthy point. Okay, they could be thinking about you a lot. They could be sexually obsessing about you. They could be really fantasizing a lot about you. But I'm kind of getting here, you guys, that it might be because you're also displaying that same energy. So you guys are both sharing this energy field in this hidden world, if that makes sense. Extraterrestrial. I have no idea why I said that. Okay, that could be something significant for some of you guys. Extraterritorial is what that card says. To an unhealthy extent. I want you and you only. Like, I want you to be mine. That's your person's overall energy towards you. They want you to only be theirs. So that drives them crazy that either you're not, or that they're not coming forward to claim you. So who your person is in the darkness is a lot different than who they are in their everyday life. We have here comes true love. Look at this, you guys. I can't believe this. What was the very first card that we got, or the third card in the very beginning of the reading? True love. You don't see it coming. You weren't expecting it. It's going to hit you out of the blue. This love is going to take your breath away. I can't believe this. And expect the unexpected. Okay. This is pretty cool. So not only do we have this card that says true love, we also have your person who has said, and I'm going to pull it up here. You still take my breath away. This true love still takes my breath away. So we have this train that's saying, here comes true love. You don't see it coming. What I'm getting here, you guys, is you don't see your person coming. You don't see them coming back for you. You don't see them ever reappearing back into your life. Like I got before. It might feel to you like that it would take a miracle for this to happen. This doesn't guarantee that it will, but you don't see what's happening right now. You don't see that your person is going through all these things. Maybe some of you do, maybe some of you see it, maybe some of you sense it, whatever, but not everybody is getting it. Not everybody is understanding what your person is going through. And so just out of the blue, I'm getting here that this energy connected to you hit them out of the blue. They could have disconnected from you. They could have moved on with their lives. They could have done something else. And then all of a sudden, bam, spiritual awakening, something dark night of the soul, past life, karma coming back to just slam them. And all of a sudden, they're thinking about you again. It hit them out of the blue. So it says this love is going to take your breath away. Expect the unexpected. Something unexpected is going to happen here. Something that you don't expect. You don't expect this person to, like I said, return, come back. Claim you, want you, be in a relationship with you. Because we can see clearly that they've really struggled with this for a while. They've struggled to be connected to another person. They've struggled to open themselves up and love you. They're still struggling now. We've just seen it. But there's something about deep down with who they are. That's what they really want. So this isn't to keep anyone stuck. It's just to inform you that your person that seems to not give two shits, perhaps, does. So let's now go into what you can do. What can you do on your end to perhaps clear up your own energy? Maybe even assist in the energy exchange between the two of you. We're going to go into, I think these are called Grace cards by Cheryl Richardson. This one is called The Power of Love cards by James Van Praagh. And this one is the Guardian Angel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. All right, let's see. What are some things that you can do in order to help yourself and or help this person energetically? Okay, we can't do the work for this person, but we can certainly keep our energy on our end very open and very loving. That does affect your person. We have patience. Now, don't misunderstand this. This is not telling you to put your life on hold and wait for this person to return. We should never be waiting on anybody. No matter who this person is, it doesn't matter. We should not be waiting on anybody to complete us. We shouldn't be waiting on anybody to be happy. We shouldn't be waiting, period. We should be moving forward with our lives and living our best lives in the meantime. If they come back, fantastic. If they don't, no time wasted, okay? This says, you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. This is about divine timing. This is about letting go and letting the universe transform according to how they see fit. This is karma. This is destiny. This is fate. You can't really intervene with this. Your person is learning a specific lesson when it comes to themselves. And also when it comes to you in this connection, you've got to allow for this time and space for this to gestate, for this to develop. You can't interfere with that. So Spirit wants you to understand you can't interfere with this person's lessons. But what you can do is you can hold beautiful space in your energy, in your heart for them. You don't have to be upset with them anymore. You don't have to continue to hate them. If you do, you don't have to continue to be in lower vibrational energy if that's what you struggle with. So they're just learning different than you are. They've come here as a different type of a person than you. And so it's going to take them some time to open up to who they truly, authentically are. What else can we do? We have affection. Love yourself. See, look at that. So you might be thinking to yourself, I need to love this person. I need to save this person. No, love yourself. You are the ultimate act of creation fashioned by the hands of a divine artist. Beautiful. So loving yourself is where it's really at, you guys. The more that you love yourself, especially if you're connected to this person in a very deep, profound way, which I kind of concur that you probably are, this is telling you to love yourself, because if your energy is a part of them and their energy is a part of you, how you guys treat yourselves is going to affect the way that you're feeling vibrationally. So love yourself more. Love yourself more. This is about, for me, these kinds of connections, you can use these energies as a beautiful, like a work of art, like a muse in your creations, being the divine artist of your life. This is amazing. So create more love, create more positive energy, create loving energy by loving yourself more. When you do this, this sends the same energy to your person, and that gives them affection. You're affecting them, as in you are giving them that beautiful energy from you. So keep doing that, or start it today. I love this. This is my Love Yourself card, Ace of Cups. Focus on your own cup. Let them focus on theirs. This might not be a time right now for you guys to come together, even though there's a lot of energy that is surrounding that. Fill your own cup. That way you have a full cup to come to the table with. It says this cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. So something on the horizon. It says you may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or your current relationship will experience a reawakening. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. That's the thing. When our hearts are open, when our heart chakras are open rather than blocked, we are able to see things very clearly. We're able to feel things very accurately. So I also feel like your person is going through this as well. They have a lot of blocks right now. They have a lot of, darker energy because they have a lot of fears that they're still trying to clear and get through. But once they are more in alignment with themselves, they're going to be able to open up their hearts to you in this connection. And we can see that this has been a real problem for them all along. So have patience with this process, you guys. Have patience with this process. I want to tell you guys at the end, at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. This is about a wish fulfillment. Your wishes are granted. They do come true. So there's something about a wish fulfilled with this person in this situation. Again, it doesn't guarantee it, but it might be fated, you guys. It might be beyond your control. So that is a beautiful. So let's end this reading here with the last things that Spirit wants you to know, maybe even some possible future energies on the horizon. We're going to go into my Spirits of Darkness and Light deck. We're going to combine this with the Honest Truth Tarot and my Twin Flame Angel numbers. All right, let's get into it. My music stopped on you know what. I don't want to activate her because last time when I told my you know what to play a certain type of music, I think it actually triggered everybody else's to start playing music on their end. It was pretty hilarious. So I don't want to do that again, but whatever. We're at the end of the reading. So, oh, here's music. It just went down. All right, there we go. Okay. What is the possible future energies for this connection? What does Spirit want us to know in regards to the possibilities of the future? Let's take a look. What? Spirit of connections, you guys. Fated meeting, soulmate, divine counterpart. I mean, did I not just talk about this is fated, it's destined, we can't stand in the way of that? I don't know. I'm going to get 3 tarot here, okay? See what's going on. Just feel like Spirit wants you to understand and know that you guys are definitely connected to a divine partner here. A soulmate. I mean, how many times can soulmate come through? We have Queen of Cups. So The Queen of Cups is very open. She's loving. She's kind-hearted. She's intuitive. She's quite the opposite energy than this chick right here. Look at her. She ain't her. This is not the Queen of Cups. So if you're in this energy, you transform into the Queen of Cups. And when you do this, or since you have done this, this is actually bringing perhaps this person back into their heart space to open their hearts up to this connection again. It's so beautiful. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So it causes people to reassess, direction change. It causes people to really look at things. So this is influenced by Saturn. And so this is about burdens. This is about really the karma. So I feel like this is about reassessing a situation and figuring out which direction you want to take this connection in the future. So it's always up to us, of course. And we have the Nine of Swords. But what Spirit wants us to understand and know that somebody's anxiety, somebody's thought processes about this energy and this connection, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. What we think is what we will create. So this is just a reminder, you guys, to stay in your heart space. If you're a feminine, especially if you're that Queen of Cups, if you're watching this video, your person is still dealing with this energy. So that's why you have to be in that patience. That's why you have to be in your kind-hearted, loving energy. You have to be in that energy because this person is going through a directional change. They're going through, can they do this? Are they good enough? So all these same issues are still with your person, even though they still feel so beautifully towards you. They're still so conflicted, you guys. So this doesn't guarantee that they'll stay in that energy. It doesn't guarantee that they'll change this energy, but your energy towards them matters. Your energy is very important towards this person. So please keep that in mind. That's what Spirit wants you to understand and know moving forward. So let's go into my twin flame angel numbers. We're going to get 3 and then we're going to end the reading right at an hour. Look at that. 4141. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. You've taken the proper steps on your healing journey, which assures success. So this is the deal. I do feel like the Queen of Cups is the person watching this video. I do. And this is green, heart chakra energy. You've opened up your heart. 4141, that's literally when we add those numbers up, that to me is 5s. 4 plus 1 is 5. You've changed. You've done something. You've created something. But this also tells me, you guys, that your person is on the same healing journey with their heart, and that will assure success. They're actually taking the proper steps right now. They may not be completely there, but it's like one person is a couple of steps ahead on this journey, and that's you, and they're following suit later on. That's what I'm getting here. Opening up your heart, being in your heart space, that's where success is. 444. Something about 4s, you guys. So if you guys are seeing a lot of 4s, this has something to do with your connection. The universe fully supports you as you continue on your path towards enlightenment. I don't know how many times I've said that in this reading, enlightenment. Because when I see the dragonfly is spiritual enlightenment. It's just enlightenment. We're enlightened to things. We see things in a different way. I do feel like your person right now is spiritually enlightened. They're starting to see things in a whole new way. So this is really setting their foundation, a new foundation in their life to build upon. And the universe is fully supporting them. The universe is actually helping this person with their foundation, restructuring their foundation. So if you guys are seeing a lot of 4s, but I also have 11 here, 11s or 4s. Or maybe even 41 or 5s. I feel like there's definitely a message for you about this connection. Last message. 101. See, another number 11. 11s and 4s. Or 444. 101, caring for your overall health is a necessary tool on your journey. Love yourself a little more today. I can't believe it. We end this with love yourself a little more today because see, you and your overall health Whether it's your physical body, whether it is your spiritual self, your emotional self, your mental attitude, just basically loving yourself a little bit more, that is actually what is going to help you to raise your vibration. This is also going to help this person to continue to choose an overall healthy lifestyle, a better version of themselves. So do you see how you guys are both trying to level up? You guys are both trying to improve yourselves. And I'm getting here, of course, at the end of the day, let's face it, it's for each other, but you're still continuing to have your own experiences. You're still continuing to live your own life, and that's really important. But the future, there looks like there's something about this connection that is still undergoing some sort of transformation, but there is success here. There is enlightenment here. There is loving yourself. There is definitely a structure that's being built upon for the future. So the future, of course, is unknown, but it's also fated. So something is beyond your control, you guys. So just get on that train and enjoy the ride. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.